Tonight in Rewind, Peter Byrne looks at the development of coal mining in Queensland. The BHP takeover of Blackwater's Utah project changed the culture in the camp, but also the industry as a whole, with the introduction of the fly-in, fly-out worker.
Blackwater is known as the coal capital of Queensland. When Utah arrived in 1967, the town was built from nothing. There was one school, one service station, a post office and a railway station. Gurney Clamp was one of the first to call it home.
There was nothing there. We were the first to arrive there. There was no electricity, no water supply.
Rent was just $5 a week. The next year, the mining boom began.
The past who would fly people into Blackwater would call it Silver City because of that very reason, because of the shiny roofs that used to sparkle.
The town was bustling. Chemist owner Neil Oswald's business took off.
We were very lucky in that this was the time that Curragh Mine was being built and the town was full of construction workers.
And families too.
The average age of the town when we first went there was about 8 years old because there were kids everywhere.
As temperatures soared into the 40s, so did the demand for the only job with air conditioning. It was a comfortable and financially rewarding job, and workers back then invested wisely.
The younger fellas, they're more into their boats and fishing and stuff like that, where the older fellas are thinking of more of their places.
Safety standards were relaxed.
You'd go up to a mine safety meeting and everyone would jump in the back of a ute and travel up to a safety meeting.
In 1983, mining in Queensland, well, it really hit the jackpot. BHP recorded its largest single transaction in Australian history. That was a $2.42 billion bill, which saw it take over Utah Development's personal touch.
Utah was a really good company to work for. At Christmas time, they would give you hampers and something for your Christmas period, put on a Christmas party, and those things just sort of disappeared.
The fly-in, fly-out concept was introduced and the social scene suffered.
They're taking away the people who kept the town alive, with being there on the weekends or, when they're off shift.
But Blackwater remains a mining powerhouse with a future firmly carved in coal.
Blackwater is still really basically like it was in the early days, only a bit bigger.
This is Peter Byrne for 7 News.